This is the South Pacific Adventist News. Hello, I'm Christina Malarick, filling in for David Gibbons, who is currently interstate. A New Zealand-based foundation has just purchased 10,000 copies of the book Can We Still Believe the Bible and plans to give them away to people living in Auckland and Christchurch. The New Zealand Christian Foundation has plans for a bigger project that will make the books available to all 4 million people living in New Zealand. The book was written by retired Adventist scholar and administrator Dr. Brian Ball and is printed by the Adventist Church's official publishing house in Warburton, Victoria. It looks at history, language, cultures, archaeology, prophecy, and the world today to discover if the Bible can be trusted.
It's the sort of book where you start to read it and you think, this is truth, this is interesting, this is written well.
According to Mrs. Davies, church members can get involved in the project too. The Adventist-owned Sanitarium Health Food Company has just released a new product because research has shown that more and more Australians are skipping breakfast. A breakfast snack called Curios will appeal to 18 to 24-year-olds who say they are too busy to eat breakfast.
We know that people like to eat breakfast on the run, whether they're catching a bus to work, whether they're on their way to school. We needed something that wasn't restricted to a bowl.
The company had to develop and patent new technologies to make Curios because nothing like it currently exists in the world. Sanitariums helped the Australian community discover a healthier life through healthy food and nutrition education since it commenced operations in Melbourne in 1898.
Curios are made from cereals, predominantly Weet-Bix, so they're a good source of whole grains. They're also a good source of protein and fibre.
An exciting series of books for children is being developed on both sides of the Tasman. Landscaper Sean Hepworth from Morisset, New South Wales, came up with the idea when he was telling his children Bible stories at night time. He wanted the books to be as popular as the Dr. Seuss books for children, so he started calling his Bible stories Pastor Moose. Then eventually, they just became Moose.
This day they were hiding and waiting real still for summer to come. This day it was Bill.
Sean says that he gets his best ideas while working outside mowing lawns.
I've pretty much stuck to the Bible. I found sometimes when I got halfway through the story I got a bit sidetracked, got a bit stuck with it, and I always used to go back to the Bible to read the story in the Bible, and I found that things flowed from there.
Swiss-born artist Sophie Rizzulio has been drawing since she was very young, but now her artwork is being used to capture the imagination of children who read the Moose Bible stories. She has just revealed some of the exciting stories that will be released soon from her studio in Christchurch, New Zealand.
This is all Moose stories. There's 3 stories in that folder. The first one is Jonah, the story of Jonah.
There are 10 books planned, and the 3rd book came off the Adventist-owned presses in Warburton this week. The Moose books are available from Adventist book centres in Australia, New Zealand, and across the South Pacific. The newly elected president of the Adventist Church in the South Pacific region commenced his duties for the first time this week. 56-year-old Dr. Barry Oliver is passionate about his God and the church and wants to get close to youth and local church pastors as a priority in his leadership. He announced that while there are a list of issues that he needs to attend to this week, there are 3 main priorities.
Number 1, an attitude of listening, being prepared to hear and to listen. Number 2, to think about, to work on who we are as Seventh-day Adventists, our identity. And number 3, to be able to utilise our communication media in such a way that we are effectively talking to ourselves and effectively talking to the world and listening to the world as we interact and fulfil the mission Christ has given us.
And in this week's record, Dr. Barry Oliver shares the 7 strategic focus areas for the church. Also, 7 Adventists in Suva are celebrating the 1st anniversary of their food ministry. They feed mothers at the children's ward at the Colonial War Hospital every Friday. A New Zealand pastor explores the essence of a healthy church. And the record editor prescribes a weekly dose for all Adventists. Look out for the striking front cover, and please complete the all-important survey. That's the news for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Christina Malarick.